Nabs, how much did you save?
Joining Yui, I saved $427.
$427.
Welcome everybody to the Wednesday night stream. Hope you're all doing well. Happy good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Thought I'd better jump in and talk some stuff because that music sounded a bit sad. So who we got in the chat? iGamer fellow, hello mate, how are you? Matthew, g'day. Carolo, how you going? Sid, how are you? Hope you're well. Lord Daxon. Hopefully I said that right. G'day, how are you? If I've missed anybody, I do apologise, and for everybody else that is lurking in the background, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. So, we are in the FlyJSim, and being Wednesday, it's hump day, so I tell you what, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to cheat tonight. I'm going to actually fly this thing for the first time with the FMC, because I haven't done it. I haven't flown it with the FMC because I normally do the other sort of stuff. So I'm going to do a quick flight. I'm going to check it out and see how it's going, because I think some people had impressions when I did the test drive video that this thing doesn't have the default X-Plane FMC. So I want to test it out. You know, I tested it out on the 737, so I know it should work. But you know, let's have a bit of a play around with it. Looks like a nice quick flight. Yeah, the really cool thing that I like about this flight is just the variance in the altitude for takeoff, and using both payways. So when we go into KDEN, it's a very slope runway, so it should be cool, a bit of fun. So it's beautiful and sunny outside in Salt Lake City, so we're going to play around with that. So can anybody give me a hand and just do a bit of a sound check, make sure the music's not too loud and everything's good to go, and we're going to jump in the cockpit and take this American Airlines for a spin. So it's a very hard aircraft to fly. No, it's not. It's a beautiful aircraft to fly. It handles extremely well flying by hand. But mind you, because I've said that, I betcha with any stream that I do, the stream gremlins are going to come out and it's going to be an awful flight. You guys will make fun of me for my bad airmanship, but every flight I've done, it is fantastic. If you even flying old school with the you know, VOR to VOR, it's a lot of fun. Music is perfect, sounds great. Thank you very much. Last time I flew one of those was 30 years ago. So I take it you've flown one in real life then. That would be cool. I'm getting ready to fly the Just Flight P47. I'll watch for a few. Ham, how are you, mate? Hope you're doing well. So as you can see, I've got the back door down. We'll close that a little bit later. We're going to jump in the cockpit. So if you guys haven't had a bit of a look, I'll just sort of scoop around a little bit so you can see. So this is my pilot view, and I think if you've got X camera, you can pick these views up, because I think I shared them and made them available to the community. So how I like to do stuff is, first thing I do a look down, so I can see my throttles and things like that. We go over to overhead, so it's like flying any other 737. It's just all your different buttons and things like that you normally find over on the overhead will be over in the engineer's panel, so they're just spread out a little bit. And probably the other thing extra is you've got a knob for every light. This thing has got lights galore, so I like to check out my overhead and then straight away over to the engineer panel. So you've got the top one, the bottom one, and this little one over here for the APU. There is another one above which I don't really use. I think that's for helping transferring fuel and things like that. Oh, and then obviously you've got to have a dash view here. Geez, that guy down there, look at him. He's got the main stare going. He's having a good old stare at the plane. It's a bit scary. So that's it. Hope the aircraft will run good in my Oculus Rift. And that's one thing I haven't checked out. I haven't checked out how well she flies in VR. But I know the 737 flies fantastic in VR, and this one obviously was made to suit VR, so I haven't tested it out. Actually, I think I might have jumped in the cockpit, but that's about it. Just saw the DB Cooper walk up the rear stairs, if you know what I mean. No, but it doesn't sound great. At the moment I'm flying from DSP to Sydney in the QFA 738 infant flight. Cool. Knob City. Okay, I think yeah, it is Knob City. Yeah, such a big day for me. Honestly, I can't be bothered to get X-Plane up and running. Otherwise, I'd be in some bush plane somewhere. Fair enough. It is a big plane. 72. Yeah, it's a big plane. Yeah, it's a massive plane, but it flies so nice. Nickname as the Whisper Jet back in the day. So, anyways, we will get things up and running. What I might do, I'm just going to mute the music for a sec, just so you guys can hear. So the first thing what we do is we've got these menus on the side. I'm not sure the way I've got the stream set up that you can see them, so we're going to open up a couple. So we're going to open up this one. We're going to do our fuel, and then maintenance is turned off. I don't know why that's turned off. We'll turn that on, and this is the other one that we want. So we'll put that there. So we're going to do fuel. My flight planner says we should have pounds, 6,112 pounds. We've got 0 fuel weight of total. Oh, geez, we don't need that much. We don't need that much at all. So we're going to drop that down because it's only a short flight. We'll drop down to 500. So they give us 15,000. That's still heaps. I'm not going to bother putting any cargo in. We're just going to mess around. That's just a mess around flight. So the fuel is loaded into the aircraft already. So that's done. You can flick on putting different cargo. Do you guys want cargo? Let me know. If you want cargo, we'll put cargo in. He was the guy who hijacked the 727 in flight and parachuted out the rear stairs, never to be seen again. Oh, that guy. Really? Okay. Gotta remember. Gotta put the stairs up, because I need to get him to go up now. There we go. You've got me worried. Alright, stairs are up. We're safe. I've only heard about that. Actually, I missed the whole thing. I only heard about that when, obviously, all the Q400 stuff going on. So I need to go and have a look at that. Sounds interesting. DB Cooper, the bank robber. Right. Okay, so we're going to minimize that. Q8 pilot, how are you? Here we go, Osama. Happy flying. Yes, we'll be happy flying. We're in the FlyJ727, and I'm going to cheat tonight. I'm going to do the FMC, because I haven't really flown the FMC, so I'm going to check it out. Amazing guy, allegedly from the Health Pursuit Organisation. You guys are just speaking stuff that I've never even heard of, and these are aviation stories. So, cool, I'll have to check it out. So, we've loaded up what we're going to do, and we're going to connect the GPU. And hopefully you guys can hear some of the sounds there, and we're going to minimize that. So we've got the GPU connected to the air car, and the first thing, you can hear it winding up. Not sure if I would say would steal a Q400, do not like how it handles. Yeah, it's one of the hardest aircrafts to get started, so yeah, interesting. So first thing I'm going to do is connect the external power. Now if you guys have been flying 727 and I do something wrong, let me know, because the way I do this is a bit of a hybrid of YouTube videos, reading the manual, and me being lazy, the way I want to do it to have fun. So first thing is external power. We're going to connect that, and the lights turn on. I will turn the galley on for everybody in the back, and even though the cabin is not modelled, but we'll look at the back anyway. Light it up, and batteries. That way we get everything starting to run. So the first thing I'm going to do is go and program the FMC, but I better turn on the beacon just for now. Now I have hardly used an X-Plane default FMC, so we will fumble our way through it, but I'm sure, oh, we don't want to make it look fat, I'm sure we will work it out. Arrivals, no. Flight plan, here we go. So bring my flight plan over here. Just why I do this, I won't look at the chat too much, just so I can get the boring stuff out of the road. So what do we got? Salt Lake City LC. Punch that in our origin, and our destination is going to be Denver, so KDEN. KDEN. Pop that in there. Flight number. I know it's American Airlines, but hey, we're just going to do Oz 123 for the Oz Flight Simmer because I've been lazy. There we go. And I need to fix. So I've got to put the fix in, or else the FMC won't, or the GPS won't know where we're tracking. So KSLC. There's not too many waypoints, so it won't take long for us to work this out today. Anyway, so back to the flight plan. So, alrighty, let's bring this one up here. Okay, so we are taking off runway 16 right today, and 16 right says I don't really like the SID that flies out of there, so I'm just gonna do my own thing really. HR TS, we'll go direct to, and on next page we go to Purity. So what's been happening to everybody's flight sim world? Picked up any new products? Been flying anywhere different? What's been going on? I've been working on a cool interview during the week, so that's been a bit of fun. You guys will see that over the weekend. Next one is CSPAD. Pop that in there. We've got French. I think it says French. And I can't spell tonight, or I can't read it. I've had a big day. I'm a little bit tired, so that's why we're using the FMC. Plus I want to check it out. SKR. So I think we're going to be flying basically in the same direction into 16 left when we land into TOM, land into Denver. So that'll be a bit of a treat. I'm not going to put the jet ways in there. I'm going to skip them. And there was more waypoints in here than I was expecting. It's a million of them. There's a YN. And I'll catch up with the chat very shortly. The last one is KAILE. Is it? Or did I put an extra? I might have put an extra one in there. KAILE. No, there we go. Cool. We'll execute you in there. So we departed from. We're going 16 rights. We'll execute you there and departing into. We're going to go ILS. Hang on, what runway we're going to run into today? Whatever's closest that we don't need to taxi much, hey? It's usually the plan. Yeah, long one. Where we go? 16 left for the ILS. Put you in there. We go legs page. We'll get rid of you. Even though I've got to put the altitude in there. That's looking pretty good for the minute. Alright. We'll get rid of you and back to the chat. Let's see what's going on here. Yes, amazing guy, legendary. I said that. Not sure about who. Yeah. What's my day job? William, how are you? That's a secret. That's an internet secret. I would steal a TBM 850. Yeah, well, that's an interesting aircraft to take off as well. Some reporter idiot said all you have to do is steal an AC, turn it on, and the key start. Well, yeah. He needs to check his facts. Siba has just updated the B738 to include the huge improvement. Yeah, I stay away from the Zebo. It's a beautiful aircraft, but the reason why I stay away is because they keep updating it, and I'm lazy with my updates. So, alrighty. So we're gonna do 2200 because she's an old girl. We don't want to max her out. Pop that in there. Transition. We're in the US, so it is 18. Cruise. We're going to be flying at 32,000 feet because it's a short flight. And when I put that in there, that should... I need to hit execute and everything should go in there. And I think we should be good to go. Beautiful. So the FMC's done. And why have I got a warning over here? Don't tell me it's going to be one of these flights when nothing decides to work. We're going to have warnings on everywhere, but we'll see. Test that. She looks pretty good. Alright, so let's start the APU, I think. And let's get out of Dodge. So we turn the APU on, trip some stuff, and then we'll fire it up. Well, hold it down. Warnings are fine. Just ignore the warnings. They're only warnings. They're to advise you that something may be going wrong. There we go. And of course we're going to have to jump out and just have a listen to the APU starting up. And she is up and running. Go back to engineers section. And oh, I haven't switched over the APU. There we go. So when we go back here, the APU light is off. We're going to close the cooling doors for now. Closing those, and then what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of the carts because we don't need the carts anymore. If I can find what page I'm on. So should be able to hear those winding down. But everything should stay on. Hopefully. 3 people to fly 1 plane. Those were the days. Yeah, I'll tell you what. There is some really cool YouTube videos going around of these things still getting around in like Africa and places like that, I believe. Alrighty, I think we are ready to push back to a runway 16, right, I believe. It's one of the 16s today. So, no smoking on the flight here. You need to sit down and we'll call the ground crew. Need to wake him up.
Ground to cockpit. Oh. Please show me where you want to go.
Had to wake him up. And I love this part about not having to access the menu system to do ready for pushback. It adds so much immersion to where we need to go. And do I need to go there? We'll just push you there. And press enter.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Brake is on. Didn't the 727 require a long takeoff but were sporty once airborne? I can't remember. I haven't read the all the stats exactly. But this thing, it takes a while to get to 80, but once it gets to 80, it flies along. It doesn't take long at all. Actually, we'll set our bugs. Set the bugs. So it's actually saying, yeah. So V2 is like 119 at flaps 20. So.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
I'm getting too happy on the brakes. So, but it's a lot of fun to fly. And really satisfying if you can get the landing correctly, and it's easy plane to overfly. You don't need to overfly this plane. It flies itself, so which is cool. Oh, and before we even get going, I haven't even set the QNH. And I'm gonna have to go and look for it because it's not giving me an active sky.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Parking brake is
starting
released.
pushback, and you may start engines.
QNH is 116. So assuming the tug is pushing us right back at this stage. There we go. Oh, he's just gone straight underneath us. Good on you, mate. Well done. Oh, what a sight. Absolutely beautiful sight. I love Salt Lake City because you got a really cool mountain range on the left and right side. It's very, very picturesque airport. Very, very nice. So once we get the engine started, we'll jump back on and put some music on as we taxi away. It's a half decent taxi. What weather do you use, mate? I'm using default weather today because I've got Xenviro and it does nothing. But mind you, I need to check out, I believe it's the pilot's weather. I was asking Q8 Pilot about it the other week and he said that he's great and did a video on it. So I need to
Operation complete.
Look at it a bit more.
Set parking brake.
Actually didn't notice that. It's got little grass spots on the grass in between the cracks of on the apron. That's cool. I'd never noticed that before. Anyways, we should have started engines by now.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
So, because of our altitude, we can't have all the engine bleeds open, and we haven't even got the packs on for the passengers, but that's alright. So we're going to close, because we're going to start engine 3 first. So we're only going to leave for engine 3 open. We're going to leave everything closed for now. I forgot to set the altitude there. This needs to change to... I've missed half the stuff because I've been too busy talking. So landing altitude is 4,500. So we're going to turn all the pumps off. There's only about 50,000 of them. There we go. Wait for all the lights to turn off. So yeah, Lord, it's everything.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed.
Only default.
Hand signal will be on the right. We'll see you next time and have a great flight.
So we'll go up to start. So navigation on beacon is on, battery is on. Actually forgot to arm the emergency lights. And here we go. So we're going to start engine 2. I was saying 3 before, but it's the middle one. So which is engine 2. And we'll watch the needle move up. Once we get above 20, we'll add the fuel. And in the cockpit, the engines to do the startup are quite soft because the engine's all the way down the back. So add the fuel. Rock down the back so you can hear it. There she goes. And having 3 engines in this aircraft, that's why it flies like a rocket. Oh, listen to that. And we got the engine whine. The sounds on this aircraft are phenomenal. So we're going to go for engine number 3 because I think I've done some reading and it says you need to do engine number 3. So like I said before, you can have all your bleeds and stuff open, but because we're at a high altitude airport, we had to if we had them all open, we wouldn't have got enough N1 to start the engine. So we're going to engine number 3. We'll click that on, and they should spool up quicker because we've already got one engine going. Hang on. Alright, engine number 3 to ground. And here she goes. She turns on. Go to 20. Put some juice in her. I'll have a listen to that one start up. This guy in the car can't be too happy. He's sitting there waiting. There we go. So engine number 3, second engine. We're going to go back over the engineer station. We're going to turn on engine number 1. Go to ground and turn it to ground to start up with. And that's the last one. She's spooling up. And there we go, add it in. A FlyJSim which plane will show you how to sporty as it's known to stop just due to military flight pass only requirements back in the day. Ah, interesting. Coda, NNK Coda. Hey mate, how are you? So all 3 engines are running, so we're going to switch off from APU power in a second. So cargo heat will go on, gas fan will go on, turn the packs on. Auto packs will stay on auto for now. We'll turn the cabin pressure to flight. This is all modelled, by the way. As you can see, she ducks down there. And what we need to do is all the bus tyres, we'll close those. Oops. Oh, Nelly shut everything off. Click over to the engine. And that way, if you go to Gen 1, TR1, we've got some amps and some voltage, and then we'll go and turn the hydraulics on. Probably should have turned those on a little bit earlier. And then if we go over to the APU and turn her off, you should hear it wind down, but everything should be still going if I've done everything correctly. So here goes. Cross your fingers. Panther, hello mates, how are you? Welcome aboard. So the APU is going to wind down. I can hear it winding down. And we still have got power, which is awesome. Set my altitude and everything is on. We've got no lights on, so we are pretty much ready to go. Taxi light can switch on. Water brakes and disarm. Yaw dampener. Yep. Oh, better turn the window heats on for now. Oops, didn't mean to turn those ones off. Alright, good to go. Cool. I recall they were referred to as the 3-holer. What was the 3-holer were you referring to, Spag? Some music while we're going. Are you guys ready to go flying today? I'm ready to taxi. I'm ready to taxi, so I've dropped some little emotes in here. Little Oz Flight Simmer remotes. Oh, the plane. Roger. Roger. Now, once we're started up, guys, can I just do a check? Because this is the first time I stream with this aircraft. How's the sound now? Is it too loud with the engine noises? Because I will turn it down. Just let me know. Much appreciated. Alright, remove the parking brake. Let's go. Solid sounds. Thank you very much. That's what we'd like to hear. We'd like to be solid. We'd like to be consistent. Trying to get rid of all these streaming bugs out of the way. Nothing like the old, good old. Did any of you guys catch the stream we did with the A2A Cherokee 180? That was an excellent stream. I couldn't turn it whatsoever, but I tell you what, a good story there is why they weren't turning is because I hadn't updated them to work with V4, or I hadn't done an update. Anyways, I have purchased pretty much all my A2A stuff except for one through the store market, and any of you guys been following the store markets, it's had better days, and A2A were kind enough to look after me, transfer all my A2A stuff purchased from the FlyJSim store and set me up under their new store. So Lewis, thank you very much. It was much appreciated. Excellent, fantastic service too. So that was a happy thing last week, but that's why those aircraft, that's why I was struggling to taxi with them. So it wasn't me, as everybody was probably thinking, this guy is crazy. FSX? No, not FSX. We're in X-Plane today. Yep, I get you now, Spag. I was a bit slow before. I get you now, though. And it's a dream to taxi this aircraft as well. Oh, it's a bit noisy. It's a dream to taxi this aircraft. And if anybody's noticing, haven't heard any noises from Windows 10, my SciTech gear is not dropping out. I'm a happy man. Very, very happy man. Fix that problem. So a very happy FlyJSim man, and tell you what, that wasn't that whole debacle slowing down the video production. Nothing like trying to get the perfect shot and then your yoke stops working. It's awesome fun. I was flight the Eurocopter from Essen Airport to Moorabbin Airport in FSX. Ah, okay. Oh, get back on the taxiway. That would have been a fun flight from Moorabbin to Essendon around good old Melbourne. Where's my mouse going? Alright, so we'll put all the statistics up for you guys to see. That's why I can't taxi straight, because I'm too busy looking at the other screen. So our little bugs say we need to be taking off. Expand this so you guys can see. Using flaps 20. So we'll use flaps 20. That's 1 straight 5. Bernard, how are you, mates? Sup? Down to 15. And down to 20. Well done. Panther, what is well done? Alright, here's 16R. I think we taxied, we took the longest taxi to get there. I'm sort of going around the corners like a Formula 1 or a champ car. Alrighty, so what do we need to do? So we're at 20. So we need to switch a few things on. Seatbelt signs are on. We need to turn our see that? Lights just warmed up. We've just turned on our TCAS. Auto brakes on to RTO. And we'll turn the taxi lights off. We'll turn all the landing lights on. Strobe will be strobing. You guys are all good on the engineer station. He just needs to put his hand on the throttles. 18,000 feet. I think I'm missing something. What am I missing? Ah, that's what I'm missing. There we go. Trim wheel set. 16. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I think we're good to go. Alrighty, guys. You fixed your side. Teach. I don't know what that means. I fixed my side. Teach. I don't know what that means. Sorry, buddy. But anyways, let's go. Make sure there's no traffic. Gaming Soldier, hello, welcome. You just arrived at the right time where everybody watches the takeoff and then they'll go and leave and watch something else. You arrived right in time. The side tack. Alright, so we move up to 16. And this runway has a little bit of a drop in it too. One of my favourite things about X-Plane is that the runways aren't flat. So for takeoff, it's a bit hard to see, but there's a little yellow line here, so we've got to increase our throttles up to 97%. But don't whack them up all the way, all at once. You don't want to blow an engine. We are on, we've got the maintenance turned on, so... And it takes a while to spool this aircraft up. Here we go. That's 50. Don't think I got the engine sounds up too loud for you guys. We'll adjust that a little bit later. So now she's moving. She takes a little bit to get going.
B1, rotate.
There we go. Once we got going, a nice smooth rotation. Got a little bit of a crosswind. It's moving around just a tad, but that's alright. So gears going up. And now she's under her own flight. I had to wrestle with her a little bit then. Getting some more power. But I've got to put a bit of yoke in there just to keep it straight. There we go. Alright, so we're going to put up notch of flaps. We'll lock the gear down. Just going to keep our throttles up a little bit. I'm going to keep it at 97% just for a little bit longer until we get some more speed. There we go. just going like a rocket. So, keep speeding along. Put that down to 220. So I'm just getting a little bit more extra height than I normally would do because of all these mountains around. So we'll push the nose and get some speed, and then we'll turn our autopilot on in a second because we're going to switch it on to IS mode. So flaps are down, so we're going to go down to autopilot and turn that on to IS mode. Oh, first we've got to turn autopilot on, IS mode, and then we're going to be lazy and turn it on to autopilot. So we'll make our turn through. The nose is going to drop down so we get to speed of 220. And now I'm going to reduce the throttle just a bit down to 93. And look at those mountains, gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Making sure the flaps are up. So we're just probably sitting at 90 at the moment. See the Salt Lake City Airport in the background. Yep, over the mountains. And we are on track, so we're going to pop the landing lights up. Everything is all comfy, so we're going to put the seatbelt sign so you guys can roam around. Everything is good. The fuel pumps are saying they're low just because of the position of the aircraft, and the middle tank is getting low. That's alright for now, but everything is awesome. And we'll continue up to 32,000 feet. There we go, and that's how you do that. So if you found any mistakes in my flows and how I do things, that's how I fly the 727, and the FMC is working well. So that is pretty cool. Sim Lounge, hello mate, how are you? Welcome to the stream. I'm going to see my flight instructor tonight. Very, very cool. Very cool. So normally I would be positioning around and sitting, putting, if I was doing flying VORs, I would put my nav, so my frequencies for my VOR, and then obviously set my course to line up. So pretty simple stuff as well, but we're going to be lazy. And we're going to Hertz, 19 nautical miles away, and we'll go straight up to 32,000 feet. And I think I'm going to leave the engines at 90. Once we get to cruise, I think, Osama, if you're still there, I think I have to drop these down to 83 for cruise, or I can't remember if that's descent. Anyways, if you're still there, let me know, I can't remember. So, there we go. Dominic, hello mate, how are you? Welcome to the stream. So since we're in cruise mode, we'll pop some music on. And what I might do, because we're in the air, we'll just reduce the sound just down a little bit. Down to 30. And we'll pop that up a little bit later. could not quite get the hang of the Quality Wings 727 for FSX. This looks more study level. It is definitely study level. So, but it doesn't take long to fly. Like if you've flying, so we're basically lining up to our waypoint now since the turn. If you've flown Boeings before, it's like, excuse me, every other Boeing. So if you look at the overhead, it looks similar. So it's just, I guess stuff's not in, it's in a different place, but all your lights are the same there. Turning your smoking signs on and off. The auto, actually need to disarm that now. The auto brakes are just up the top here instead of down near the bottom. Your engine starts are here instead of being around here for the 727. All your window heats and stuff, there's in a similar area there. And then all the stuff that you would find on this panel here and this panel here are over here. So you've got all your bus ties there. That whole section there where you would normally see all your packs being on the overhead over this section here, it's just over there. But if you look at it, you know, that stuff can make sense. Oh, hang on, we've got, we just need to reset our packs there and see how we go. We might have to open up the cooling doors. And then obviously you've got your pressure gauges there. That's all the same, it's just in a different spot. So it's very similar. It's very similar. Everything works, it's just things are spread out a little bit more. Bing bong, smoke then if you got them. No error message, we'll be fine. We will be fine. Making your turns. The flight's about 316 nautical miles, probably about an hour's flight since we're in the air now. And we're passing through 28,000 feet. And our VSP is about 1500, but I think you guys can see that because I think I've got all my stuff. Yep, everything is working okay. So VS, yeah, it's all working. Graphics working. Look at that. Like a rocket. Not sure what's going over this little thing over here. I think that's an issue there with the mesh data. I'll just keep resetting it for now. Beep beep coming through. Yep, definitely. So we've got the packs tripping. just open up the cooling doors just a little bit. To the left. Yeah, should be alright now. We're getting low there. Everything's else okay, and this is one of the cool things. If I wasn't flying using the FMC tonight and cheating because I'm being lazy, you've always got something to do. Like I'd be checking out and looking for my next, you know, my next waypoint. So this is cool. If you don't want to sit here and have nothing to do, then the 727 and also the FlyJSim 732 are excellent aircraft to do it. Beep beep. The Panther DC-10 was a much better. Yeah. Sean, hello mates. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you are having a good morning, good afternoon, or good evening wherever you are. Oh, beautiful orange tea. It's one of my favorites. What I like about this plane, it keeps you busy. Yeah, it does. Absolutely keeps you busy, which is a lot of fun. Gunny, how are you, mates? Yes, all is going well. We haven't made really any mistakes too much tonight, so things are going well. Melbourne, well, good evening to you, Sean, in Melbourne, mate. Hopefully your hump day wasn't too bad for you, and the rest of the week looks good towards the weekend. There's my good buddies at FSElite dropping some news for us. That wasn't planned, guys. That's just the way I have my alarms and notification that is set up. So we're nearly at our cruise altitude, which is absolutely fantastic. So we just got our cruise warning then, and then we're going to hook into our altitude to hold. Pretty good, actually, good stream. Thank you very much, Sean. Appreciate it, mate. Easy Gamer, hello, buddy. How are you? Welcome. Seeing some different faces tonight, which is absolutely excellent. So I'm going to manually adjust our altitude hold. There we go. So 32,000 feet, or near enough. And we're going to go to a Mach 0.8. So we're going to adjust our N1 down to about 87. And then we'll gain some speed. But we are in cruise mode, guys, so relax. Drinks will be around shortly. I'll have, I'm flying, so I'll just have a light beer. It'll be fine. But look at this thing. Look at that. It's a bit weird. But this is default scenery. I hadn't got a chance to go and get some ortho for the flight, so I do apologise for that, guys. We're in the American Airlines livery. I love the metal shine. It's absolutely awesome. Scotch, please. Gunny, I like what you're saying, mate. I like what you're saying. The wings. They're massive wings, Sean. Is that what you're referring to? The size of the wings? They are massive wings on this aircraft. Pilot Bear, where's the parachute? Where is the parachute? Well, if you would like a parachute, I can help you with that. Put one of the FlyJSim little parachutes there. If you guys want to be able to use one of these, all you just need to do is, I'm not sure what it's called now, I think you can sponsor the FlyJSim channel, or it might be a membership, but you can punch that in, you can become part of the team and join in the parachute drops whenever you want. Looks great. yeah, the design, it's pretty cool. What I'll do, Sean, I'll just jump on a wing view so you can see it firsthand. Actually, go top view so you can see how big they are. I'm actually piercing through the top of the aircraft now. And there's one wing. But yeah, these wings really remind me of a 777 wing, just for the sheer size of it. But yeah, and they model the wing flex pretty good. Oh, here we go, right on time. You can see the ailerons turning us around. Jeez. Hope you got your seatbelts on, guys. How was that? Yeah, I wish I could be like I wish I could be like Ozflight's in a One Day X. What do you mean by that, Sean? There we go. Just do a quick pan around, make sure we haven't got any lights. Looks like we've got some cloud coming up in the distance there, so it could be interesting. Hang on, let's check the weather. What's the weather going to be doing in Denver today? Visibility 10. What have we got? Scattered clouds? No, visibility is 10. Got some scattered clouds at about 13,000 feet. Wind. What's the wind doing? Winds at 210 at 17. Wow. Okay. So we expected runway 16 left and a right, 17 left and 17R. So I think we're going to land at 16 left. Those wings have a great dirty look. Yeah. I tell you what, Spang, some of the liveries, like the cargo liveries and things like that, it's a bit hard to see on this aircraft. I'll zoom in, but look at this. You can see the dirt on it, like the dirt there, the grease. It's hard to see on this livery and all the dirt around there. You know, the dirt. You can see it over there. And even on the outlets here, you can see where the dirt and the soot is there. But you can see it better on other liveries that are not rocking the steel brush look. So those wings have a great look. Yep, I like the IXCG. I love the IXCG. Only have issues with the VNAV now and then, but other than that, it's a great plane. No Shane beer while flying the DCS-10. Okay. You can have, you know, you can have a light beer while you're flying. As you can see, we've got white contrails, not the smoky ones. That's obviously not part of the aircraft though. So what are we up to? How many nautical miles we got left? That doesn't look right. There we go, 225. It's a bit hard to see my other screen. Minty! Hello mate, how are you? Welcome to the stream. I've run into you a couple of times recently. How's the music content creation going? Hopefully it's going well. this one out a little bit.
Look at that! Doesn't she look good in the air? Got a bit of wing flex in there. No, that's water. If it was vodka, I'd have some ice in it. So if you see me drinking water out of a glass with ice, there's probably vodka in it, but I tell you what, I wouldn't have that much in there. If I drank all that, I'd tell you what, I'd be pissed before we land. I'd be absolutely smashed. You don't believe me, do you? I've got a very trusting face. Alrighty, how's everything going in here? So 47 nautical miles to EKR. Minty, the music has stopped for a little while. Should start up again. I've been getting caught on too much gaming. Okay, well, you know, if you, I'll look forward to it. I'd love to use some of your music scores in some vids. That'd be cool. It's always good to have a break from doing stuff, so... Sorry for the ignorance, but is this XP11 or P3D, mate? It is X-Plane 11. Everything is good, even the fuel boost and stuff. Maybe that's because we're in cruise. And the engines aren't giving us any grief since we opened some of the cooling doors. So we have fixed that problem there. I'll leave it on a bit of a dash view for you guys. Oh, overspeed! Overspeed! So it must be 83 for cruise. Oh, look at that. We are going Mach 0.9. We could have pushed this thing to go past the sound barrier. Easily. Easily. Easily could have pushed it past the sound barrier. But we won't. We won't do that. Because that would be irresponsible. Some clouds moving in. Should be interesting approach. There we go. Sharing the subs. Well done. Well done. Sharing the subs. That's what we like to see. Share them around. There's plenty of great YouTubers out there making great content. The gyroscope girl had a crush They crash up on her video and remove the music because of copyright. Gyrocopter girl had to crunch up her video and remove the music because of copyright infringement. Which one's that? Gyrocopter girl. I don't know if I'm familiar with that spag. Let me YouTube that. Sounds interesting. Oh yeah, just got a few vids in there. 55,000. A bit of a following. Oh! Has some interesting thumbnails to go with that too. What's the best way to learn the FMC on FMS? I will follow the Aerosol Hode 320, but it's too much to remember. Any tips, mate? Yes. YouTube. So just go and Google, not Google and YouTube, but just go in and just put in Aerosoft A320 startup or something like that, and you'll find some videos. Obviously have the manual there to read through and just look at a couple. Look for the main guys. I think Q8 Pilot's got a video there. Castrator did one. There's some big names in there, and just go and learn it from them. I'm not a big Airbus. You guys should have been seeing some Airbus flights already, but unfortunately the FlyJSim popped out and sort of took over me doing an A320 flight, so apologies for that, guys. But yeah, YouTube, learn your flows and stuff like that, and then go back and refer to your manual. So I usually, you know, if it's flying a Boeing or picking up a new Boeing, I can pretty much have a look at it and pick it up within 5 minutes. But you know, learning aircraft, I like to read the manual, and then I'll go and have a look at real world videos or other YouTubers videos, and then refer back to the manual and then get my flow down pat. Sometimes I try to look for real world flows as well. So, but my recommendation, use YouTube as a resource. So she flies gyros and looks woof woof. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Spag. I go, that's some interesting thumbnails. Unfortunately, I can't do thumbnails like that. I think I'd scare everybody. A good freeware for P3D or FSX? Cast, are you asking what's a good freeware? As in scenery aircraft? What do you mean? What are you looking for, hey? What are you looking for? Unfortunately, there's not as much freeware stuff that I'm familiar with when it comes to FSX prepared. It's just too much paywares around. Just freeware. You can get copyright-free music. Yeah, you can get copyright-free music. There is stuff out there. The clouds disappearing. Looks like we'll pass through the clouds. Is there a website for aircraft pre-flight and in-flight and landing checklist? I think there is. I think there's a website, and it's really basic, and it has a lot of that stuff in there. But I think I saw it on a guy's stream that I watched. He's probably streaming now over at Twitch. Bredesan, a good buddy of mine. So if you ever get over to Twitch, go and check him out. But I think he was showing a website the other day. But I believe, yeah, there's stuff out there. I've never looked. I've never found it though. There we go. Minty's got another sub channel. Share the subs around. But if anybody's got any other YouTube channels, drop a link if the bot allows you to. Share the content creators. What I say. Oh, it's a bit more picturesque on this side, I would say.
So I haven't decided what the next test drive video is going to be. I'm running a little bit behind this week, so I haven't even started it. So nothing's caught my fancy to take a look. So if you've got any suggestions, guys, appreciate it. Drop it in the comments. Anything that you want to see. Whoops, we'll move you out of the way. We'll have to start thinking about our descent very shortly. So we need to get down to 30,000 feet within, so we need to drop down 2,000 feet within 42 nautical miles. So because it's only 2,000 feet, we might just use the vert speed to drop it down. So, action station soon. We'll be flying into Denver. So it was a quick flight. So last drinks, everybody. So if you want more drinks, order 2 or 3. I don't mind if you drink during the descent. FlyJSim has freeway. Yep, there's 2. Ooh, some more clouds coming up. Very nice. We like the clouds. We like the bad weather. Alright, what have we got now? 20 nautical miles. So we're going to go to a vert speed and just drop it down just a tad. We'll reduce the, I think I just stuffed up my views in. No. Just reduce our N2 just a little bit so we don't overspeed again. Looks like gyrocopter girl got his attention. No, no, no. Not just yet. I'll actually take a look at it a little bit later. Just getting prepped for the landing. Just getting prepped for the landing. Need to make it as professional as possible. For a stream, the best we can do for a stream. Just put a little bit more in there. I'm looking for our landing altitude. Is 5,400 feet Golly. So altitude's going to be pretty high where we're going. So coming, we actually didn't hit our target. Well, we're not going to hit our target altitude. So I'll just speed it up to about 1,000. We'll slow it down. So throttles are at 50%. So then we need to be, once we get to French, 16 nautical miles away, we need to be 259. We're going to introduce some speed brakes just to slow us down a little bit. And then we're going to go down to descent of 1500. Descend a little bit more. Drop some throttles down a little bit more. See, this is where the manual, because you don't have any auto speed, you've got to do a lot of work yourself, which is really cool. Keeps it interesting. There we go. I think we're more on the money now. We're still going to be flying behind, but I think we'll catch up by the time we get the scarf. So it should be interesting. Did you see Minty's question above? Was that for me, Colour? I think I missed it. Minty, are you using a yoke or joystick? I'm using a yoke. I do have a joystick, but I pretty much use it for games like Star City and stuff, so I like to fly using a yoke. How's everything going, Jack? How are you, Jack? Welcome. Marlo, he is one of my god. Panther, what are you talking about, buddy? FlyJSim, g'day. Welcome to the stream. Having absolute a ball with your aircraft, so thank you for creating it and sharing it with us. So pretty cool. Milo is streaming right now. Ah, cool. What is he streaming, Sean? I like retro planes. This is one of the very nice details. Yes, it is. It is awesome. A lot of fun to fly. I'm cheating today. I'm actually using the FMC. So it's Wednesday. I was a bit tired to fly VOR, so I'm cheating today. So don't pick on me, guys. Actually flies quite well with the FMC. I was surprised. Oh. FlyJSim, can you give me a free plane, says Sean. Well, that didn't take long, did it? That didn't take long for someone to ask for a free plane. Oh, look at the cloud action in front of us. So, what do we got? 10 nautical miles down the scarf. We're still going to be over, so we're going to have to put some more cheap brakes out. I'm going to use the vert speed again. We may flick it to IS mode shortly. 25, should be at 22, so we're running a little bit behind. Just drop down our throttles down to nothing, catch up. If you can tell me the exact number of flights the 727 have made to date. Oh. Change that to 18 to our transition altitude, and we need to check. What do we need to check? KDEN, what's the meter at KDEN? What's the QNH? What is the QNH? KDEN. Meter. We've got 1017, so not much difference because I think the altitude's quite similar. Just excuse me, just doing a lazy change here because I couldn't be bothered moving. That's not how you do it. That's alright. Autopilot will put us back on track. Come down 23, so we should be at 19. It's getting away from us. It's definitely getting away from us. How much fun is that? It's just fun. Go fly the aircraft. Yeah, the 727, yes, it is still in service. That's the cool thing. Like, I've seen some recent YouTube videos in the last couple of years that were flown of it getting around in Africa and places like that. It's really cool. The 717, yeah. So we're at 21. Should be at 19 in 3, so we're still running behind. We'll just make the passengers a little bit of discomfort. So in 22 nautical miles we should be at 13. There we go. Now we're dropping like a lead balloon. Jack's guessing 4,339. Jack, I wouldn't know if you're close, mate. I wouldn't know if you're far away from that number. It sounds nice. Actually, I don't think you're close. It sounds nice, though. 19 nautical miles to go. Oh, look at those air brakes. Oh, God. That's showing a bit of air brake for you. That's lifting the skirt up. But you know what? There's one thing I haven't checked. 13,000, we're at 16,000, got 40 nautical miles to go. I think we're getting there. I think we're catching the line. What do we actually select? 16 left. Oh, I picked the wrong runway. We're at 11. Oh, there we go. Got some hero music happening now. Sounds like we're absolutely doing something. There we go. We're catching up. We're catching up. Seven nautical miles there at 13,000, so we're actually under. Yeah, so I can adjust that. Speed's okay. That's where I want it. What have I missed? Sorry, I had the focus face on. I was trying to catch up to where I needed to be. Very dramatic. Yes, it is very dramatic, Gunny. The music fits nicely. Cool. Nice to hear. Getting 20 watches. Yeah, mates. It is fun. Everybody's here enjoying, having a good time, waiting for something to go wrong. What we're going to do is pop the landing lights on for now. We're a little bit early, but I'll forget if I don't do it later. No lights there. Everything is looking good. So we're about 2,000 under. We're smashing it. So I might have to slow down a little bit. Tell you what, that was a bit dramatic, that music for a bit. There we go, that's something a bit more relaxing. Where do you live in Oz? Sean, that's an internet secret. No mate, I live in Queensland. Even streamers with 100k subs only get 10 viewers. Okay. Well, I'm glad everybody's here enjoying, having a good time. Sean, are you asking where? So cool up north? Yeah, mate. Yes. Yeah, I'm probably about between an hour or a couple hours north of Brisbane. So you live in Melbourne. Cool. I was born and raised in Victoria, so I know the place well. So we're about to pass through 10,000 feet shortly. My speed is dropping, which is cool. I don't mind flying into Denver quite slow. That's right, we'll pop the throttles a little bit more because I'm dropping too quick. I should have some flaps out then. But that's the cool thing, is that this aircraft you can't mess around with. You've got to keep your eye on it. And I'm only half flying it with an FMC. Look at that, it looks nice with the clouds just over the top there. Top of the fields. It's a nice look. Drop the speed brake all the way off now. Sorry about that, guys. I have no idea because on my end it said the stream was up and running, so don't know what was going on there. So we just passed through 9,000 feet, so we've only got a couple of thousand to go because it's about 5,400, so I'm going to start to slow down. So 12 nautical miles meant to be at 7,000 feet. So just drop this puppy down a little bit more. Actually going to start slowing down. We're going to put a notch of flaps down soon. Jeez, I think it's easier flying VOR using iOS mode than using an FMC. I really do think so. Alrighty, so we're close up to 16 left. We'll I'll try to do a getting bumped around a little bit. Sound up a little bit because it's getting action stations. Just hold the altitude here. We'll just bleed some speed. Getting bumped around a little bit. I can see the airport there. How come you're not holding? Still going down. Well, notch your flaps. Speed brake up, that's what that was all about. Gonna turn. Airport should basically come in sight. There we go. So we're all lined up. Everything is looking good. 16 hour, a little bit low. Well, that was because I was messing around, playing around. I actually prefer to fly, I think, VOR to, and just use the IS mode. So, anyways. No, notch your flaps down. Getting a bit slow. There we go. And then we are going to go there. Oops. All my views are all over the place. And we should capture the ILS. And landing set bugs where it should be at 30. She hasn't captured the ILS, I don't think. No. Just do it manually. So that was me. I missed something there.
1,000. Flight slow. 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 Flight slow.
So much to do.
Flight slow. Flight slow. Flight slow. Flight slow. Flight slow.
Just trying to keep it to stay at the 130 mark. There we go. We're finally catching it back up. So sorry guys, I missed a bit in the chat. Got the fierce concentration look going. She sort of got a little bit away from us. We sort of got it back on track. See how they got a big dip in the runway at Denver? That's the cool part of this runway.
100.
Bit of a stutter.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Oh, slammed it. I misjudged the runway coming back. Oh well. And here's me saying at the start, this don't overfly the aircraft because it's easy to land. I just botched it, but anyways, that was fun. That was fun. We won't stop in the middle of the runway. Nice job. No, we smacked the I better not say it, but yes. It was interesting. But that was heaps of fun. That was heaps of fun. I really enjoyed that approach. Kept me busy. I got the sweats going on. Got the sweats going on. But anyways, we will park. We'll find a park. And we will land. Taxi lights on. Put those off. Rock some music. We just need to slow down. Taxiing like a Formula 1 car. Oh, I tell you what, I've had some really awesome landings in the aircraft. I think that's probably one of my worst ones. But mind you, that's the first one I've flown with the FMC. For some reason, and I don't know what I did, but I missed the ILS. I didn't lock on, so that threw me out a little bit. But it's so much fun to land and play around. It's a cool aircraft. Enjoy it. Handled it better than I would. Ah, bit of fun. That happens, yeah, it does. It does. But that's one of the reasons why I decided to do the flight to Denver, because of the runway. It's pretty cool. You don't find that in Prepared, that's for sure. That's alright, she's got big tyres, big suspension. Should be fine. There are all the stations there for the de-icing. It's one thing I've never done is actually been in an aircraft that's taken off from a snowy area. That would be quite interesting. Don't see any friends there. Just go up a little bit further. Do you use Ortho XP for this area? Cause your current version of Ortho XP is kind of a bad job for elevations. I do use Ortho XP, but not for this area. I didn't do any Ortho for this flight. It's a bit lazy to go and create some, so. So that was fun. I really enjoyed that. I'll tell you what though, if you pulled up one of these in an airport like this, you'd be turning some heads. I'd be going, what is that? I missed the ILS on that, or in the Sydney. The Sydney today in the wind gust. Was it windy down at Sydney today, Spag? I think actually no. I think I've seen some people do some flying down there. It was windy. There we go. We see some friends up there. So we're going to park up there. Look at the 7.4s over there. Got the old plane spotting going on. nice airport. What is your opinion on having an airline pilot as a job? I was thinking of being one. I wish I jumped on the old pilot scenario a lot earlier than what I have done, and sort of missed the boat for a career. So I'm actually going through PPL at the moment. So, but I wish I jumped on it earlier, mate. So if that's what you want to do, Minty, mate, go for it. If that's what your dreams are, mate, don't let anybody say no. Just go for it. Because you'll just regret it later on in life. That's my opinion about anything, really. Where's lines? I can't see the lines. Oh, we'll park here. There we go. This looks about right. Don't know about the line work there. Looks like it's floating. There we go. Welcome to Denver, everybody. Sorry. Bit of advertising for FSElite there again. Oops, we'll start the APU. And we'll cut the engines off in a second. Turn the taxi lights off. Window heats and pitot heats can go off. Probably should have started the APU a little bit earlier. Exactly, follow your dream, don't anyone say that you can't. Minty, and that's coming from a gentleman that has a real world, if I can speak, real world experience when it comes to flying in the sky. So, and if you're into flying, I recommend go and check out Gunny's channel, because he's actually doing a flight series about learning to fly in real world stuff. So you should check it out. FlyJSim. All right, gonna head off. Here I have an awesome day, Shane. You too, mate. Thanks for dropping by and saying g'day. I appreciate it. Have an awesome week. It's actually called a British Airways Young Pilot Program, and with your dad's permission, you will get a look in. There we go. There's some insider advice. Alright, so the APU should be all fired up by now. Thank you, I was flying a great flight. Any chance where you can see there? Oh, thank you. I was going to shut everything down. Yes, we can look at a replay. Sorry, I forgot all about it. Of course we can. We have to.
Light slow.
Look at that. I'll choose a day when the winds are calm through the UK, because apparently you can really feel the wind in a light aircraft. Out today. crosswind landings and more. Thanks very much. You're welcome, mate. You're welcome. My back hurts after that landing. You? You know. Mine does too. Must admit it. We smacked it down. Absolutely smacked it down. I started flaring at 30. It just wasn't carrying enough speed. As you can see, I start cranking the throttles up now because I know I'm not. And then I started flaring. Yeah. Bounce. Wasn't too bad though. How many bounces? 1, 2, or 3? Everybody, come on. Come on. Love it. Absolutely love it. What other view? Let's do a quick wing view. Because do you know why we can do a wing view? Because you can't really see how many bounces I did. That's why. You change your viewpoint on flare. I'm not 100% sure what you mean, Gunny, but no, I don't change my viewpoint on flare. There we go, that's some scenery changes there. See, the wing views always look better. See, that didn't look that bad, apart from just squirreling all over the runway. But then, you know, that worse landings like that. And we'll do one more. We'll do one quick one. Look at the wing flex on the bounces. Oh, yes, I do know what you mean. I understand what you mean, Minty. Understand what you mean. You move your focus from where you want to land in the runway and to the end of the runway. You won't quite do it right. Yeah, no, I mean you need to look at the end of the runway. Totally agree. Totally agree. What's going on with those lines? There's something there. There we go. Look at that. Oh, I've got an excuse right there. I can blame the lines for my bad landing. No. I'm going to turn the carts on because I'm not sure why the APU's not flicking over. Interesting. See? Didn't flick over. We've just shut everything down then. Well, that's not a way to do it. But anyways, back door is down. So I'm not sure what happened then. I feel wrong looking at the runway. I always look at the touchdown point. Yeah, but if you do that, you'll smack it down like me, Minty. Well guys, thank you very much for watching. I'm not going to do the return flight. It was a nice and quick flight today, so hopefully you enjoyed checking out the FlyJSim. I really wanted to do a flight on this aircraft with an FMC, so just to showcase that if you want to pick it up, you can fly with the FMC. But for me, I love flying a VOR to VOR, so I'm going to go back to the old navigation style on my next flight. So thank you very much. Thank you for watching and spending some time with me today. If you like the video, please hit that thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, drop a subscribe. We do weekly content twice a week. So at the moment we're doing a stream on Wednesday around about 8:30 to 8 o'clock start to 8:30 p.m. GMT plus 10 time, and then a video out usually on the weekend. Stay tuned to FSElite YouTube channel. I've got a little treat for everybody there this weekend. Anyway, but that's enough for me. Cheers, guys. Take it easy and have enjoyed the rest of your week. I hope it was a good one. It is a good one anyway. So